Well, it might not be like this for some in the Polymega Discord, but for me,
it's morning, everyone. Today's the day.
What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. And what's the news? This box is the news. It's the entire news. The Polymega has arrived here in Studio B, and we're going to hit some buttons and actually just unbox it on this episode. I don't normally do unboxings as news lines, but because of the story, because of the amount of sheer craziness that involved Play Magi, me, a whole bunch of other people that put in orders, all of it, I do believe that this does fit in the case of this being actual news, me opening this cardboard box to find out what's in it. So, without any further ado, I'm going to hit some buttons and let's go on over here and see what we got. Let's go. All right. So, here we are. We got this. It's a box. And let's see what's in the box. I'm going to go ahead and hit this here too. Get myself in here as we rip open into this thing. This has been several years, not just months, years in the making and waiting, as a lot of you over in the Polymega Discord and the Twitter X communities and all that kind of stuff know. But like I said, here it is. Today is indeed the day for this. Now, I opened it up upside down because, well, of course, shipping labels and whatnot. But there you go. There it is, guys. There it is. It is the Polymega base unit. Look at its majesty. The shiny boxness of it all. I can actually see my face in the thing shining back at me. PM01 Polymega base unit for use with supported game compact discs and Polymega element modules. We are getting into this thing. So we're doing it. We're doing it right now. We're doing it. I like this journey. I honestly was real scared. I got the shipping notifications. I got everything. I didn't even know if this was going to be real, if we were having stories about this company and all of the stuff that was going on as to whether or not it was actually going to be something that was going to come to fruition or not. We all had our doubts, but again, there it is. There it is in there. We're going to check out the top. We got the Polymega stuff on top. We've got this right here. We've got your model number and your UPC codes and all that kind of stuff. It is indeed official Polymega base unit plus wireless, universal wireless controller. All right, and then on the back of the box, a universe of games awaits. Play compact disc games, digitize your game collection, explore the history of video games, play in 1080p with HD with virtual display, online ready, Polymega Game Shop, multiplayer ready, expandable game storage, compatible with USB, micro SD, and M.2 SSDs. Of course, you got your classic game cartridges with your modules and all that fun stuff. Everything like that is there. But we lift the box. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right, we'll put this over here. And then right on top. Well, that's pretty cool. I noticed that they had like it was like a little like pin set for the vents on this thing. That's kind of neat. There we go. There is the base unit itself. You've got your CD buttons, your eject buttons, 2 USBs, power button in the front. You've got your eject button for the module to take the module out. Of course, the CD module. I guess this is a plate because the CD module I don't think goes anywhere. So there is that. All right, we're back after that little bit of life happening there, but we got your SSD port back here. You've got all your stuff there. You got your things there. Let's check out the back of this bad boy right here. You got an SD card slot right here. Your HD video, your power, and your network. So that's good. Let's see what we got. Nothing else on the other sides there. So that looks like it. That looks like the unit itself. So not too shabby again. You've got your eject, your power, and your other stuff there. So that's good. Looking good, looking good. So we're going to put that over here to the side real quick. And we got this. Let's open up this guy right here, and then boom. There it is. There it is. So we've got, I think this is the, what is this? The module for the wireless controller. This is the wireless controller dongle. Got the Polymega branded USB dongle. There we go. Let's see if we can focus in on it. There we go. Maybe it'll do it. There we go. All right, cool. That's neat. Then we've got the controller itself coming out. Ooh, this is hefty. Kind of like it, actually. Hefty sticks. Not bad on the buttons. AX, ABXY, and then you got your R2. It's funny is that it's ABXY and then R L2, R2, L1, R1. Kind of like this is like the amalgamation of PlayStation and Xbox right here. You got your Polymega. I'm hoping that's the Polymega power button. Turbo, clear, select start. All right, and then you've got your D-pad, also just like the D-pad on a PlayStation controller. And this is the 2.5 gigahertz wireless controller PMWOC02. This is the new one. There we go. And that's, it's my serial number of the thing there. So that's kind of cool. Kind of neat. And then we've got in here, got your quick start guide, which we'll take a look at in a second. HDMI cable is in there. Neat. I'm assuming this is a charging or syncing cable for the controller. Yep, you got your charging port right up top. There you go. That's mini USB or micro USB. It's not USB-C, so that's kind of sad. I would have liked to have that big old fat power cable, and then your switching adapter. This is like one of those unbranded jobbies. This is one of those unbranded ones. No Polymega or anything like that fancy, but that's fine. It's basically just your standard barrel plug kind of cable. Look what this puts out. A 75 watt power supply. Okay, 12 volts at 6 amps. Not bad. Not bad. All right, cool. So that is all of the hardware in the box. So let's check out the quick start guide real quick and see what it says. And then we'll wrap this thing up, shall we? I'll put all these guys back in here, as this will be going back at least to Studio A for a little bit, and possibly coming here to live. We have not figured that out yet. So, all right, so we put that there. We'll put this there, and we're going to actually put you back down here. I'll put all of this stuff in here. And we'll put this thing on top. All right, cool. So let's check out the base unit plus wireless controller quick start guide. It comes in multiple languages. All right, so English. There is all the stuff that comes with it, of course. There's your features, your power button, your USB ports, your optical disk drive, your disk eject button, your manual disk eject access. If the game is unable to be ejected, it's got the little button that you can put like a paper clip in or something. All right, cool. Module eject button ejects the dust cover. And then module indicator light. Once module status indicator is illuminated, it means a compatible module has been properly installed. Very nice, very nice. You got your fan, your memory card, and all that stuff. That's the back. Yep. intake and exhaust fans. The memory port is compatible with NTFS, EXFAT, FAT32 formatted SD cards. So you can just any old standard card. With this port, you can install your games on high-performance PCIe, NVMe, or SATA-based solid-state hard drive. It's compatible with NTFS, EXFAT, FAT32, and M.2 drives. All right, cool. And then you got to disconnect power, use the Phillips head screwdriver, and then put that stuff in there. Very cool. All right, HD video port. It's weird that it's just say HD video port, not HDMI port, which is cool. Very cool. Very cool. And then it's just a standard Ethernet jack. Doesn't say anything about speed or anything. All right. Yep. USB port, receiver, controller. Get all your buttons. To turn the controller on and off, hold the Polymega power button. And home button may be used to access the Polymega menu while in use. So no, it doesn't look like it says anything about turning it on and off with that button. Turbo and turbo clear button. And you can map to instantly map any of the universal face buttons to Turbo Fire. Press and hold the turbo button, and then press and add any combination of the buttons. The buttons will automatically be mapped to Turbo Fire. To adjust the rate of Turbo Fire, press and hold the button, and then press the directional pad right to increase the rate or left to decrease the rate. That's pretty cool that you can like kind of program the way that the turbo button works. That's pretty neat. And then the turbo clear button will just clear it and go back to regular operation. Very cool. And you got recharge. Okay, you have to turn the controller off in order to recharge. So, oh wait, no, you can play while charging, but you have to turn it off first and then plug it in to, I guess, to change it to wired mode. And then you've got your default mappings on here. You've got a handy guide of actually how the mappings work. So that's pretty decent. And then before you plug in your Polymega, connect the cord and do all that kind of stuff. Register your controller. Select the region. This is all stuff that we'll be doing later in another video. Review agreements, do display filters if you want to do the unadjusted image or brightness adjusted. I guess if you want to, I don't know if you can do scan lines or anything like that. Launching your first game. Okay, it's pretty cool. Playing games on the Polymega. Playing and managing physical games, you'll learn how to install and all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. Plus all right, so it has some troubleshooting steps for multi-disc games. To play multi-bit disc games that have all CDs installed, launch disc 1, and then when it tells you to ask for disc 2, you can actually just hit console and then change it. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. That's pretty neat stuff. So it looks like they thought of some cool things in there in order to play this, and I cannot wait to get this thing on and get this thing going here. So let's just put this stuff all back in the bag here, and then we'll go to like the little wrap up and see what we got going on over there on this very special episode of the Good Times Newsline. Like I said, this box opening is so crazy in its story that it actually did deserve, in my opinion, its own newsline. All right, so let's put this on here, and then put this back up on here. Boom. There it is. There it is once again, just sitting there, staring at you. Take a look at its majesty. All right, cool. Now let's go to the wrap. All right, guys. So that was it. This is the news. The news is it is real. It is in my hands. And we have got to turn this thing on and figure out what's going on with it. That will be happening later on today here on the channel, but probably not live. I will likely record another video of its setup, very similar to the one that I just did on the Atari, not the Atari, but the Evercade VS Duke edition, which is sitting right here. So be on the lookout for that. What a wild journey, right? What a wild journey this is. Sorry about the different pauses and all sorts of other fun things that were happening in the background of this particular video today. Lots of life was happening all around us, but you know how that works. It's fine. It's fine. It does happen. It's an okay thing. But but things happened in this video that I could not change or redo, right? You only get to open the box once, and you only get to experience all of the things that you would experience as you're looking at something for the first time once as well. So I'm glad to have done this, and gotten this done. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited, and I was so excited to just jump into that box and get it open that again, I was stumbling into words, and like I was like just whatever. Hopefully the beginning of this must have hit record like 3 or 4 different times trying to start it up and then mess it up each time, trying to get the little silly joke in. But and I do mean it. I mean, it might not be the day for a lot of you guys over on the Polymega Discord. And for that, I just say, hey, you know what? Keep checking those emails, because I do believe it's happening. I do believe it's happening 100% right now. It's going to be a thing that's going to be kind of like the talk of this Polymega community for at least the start of 2024. You guys are going to be getting your emails, and then you're going to be getting your notifications of shipping, and then you guys are going to be getting your boxes that you guys been waiting for so long. And you know what? I am happy that is going to happen, right? And the box that is sitting next to me right now is making me a believer that it's going to happen, because my goodness, what a journey, right? So before I close out the video, I want to thank every single one of the members of the Polymega Discord that have been hanging out and hanging in there, and saying silly jokes, and kind of like patting each other on the back, and doing all those congratulations and stuff, because that's cool. That's cool to have that kind of community. And I know, like, people get upset, and and there's things that are happening that are maybe not so great. And you know what? Hopefully all of those things will wind up being resolved and okay, and all of the things that people want are things that either the team at Play Magi or everyone else can actually make happen, and really turn it into a great thing. I want to thank Play Magi for hanging in there, because there is some things that could happen, right? There is some things that could have happened, and people could have thrown in towels and went away, and this box poofs, and you don't get anything. It's a reality that people could have lived in, and it didn't. The guys were hanging in there, and you guys pushed it out and tried to find out who you could reach out to get some help. Maybe you got some help from Atari, and the Atari help was really the crux of it all, and that's how we all got our things, and that's great. Reaching out to community members to get some help to continue to try to deliver on a promise that you made to customers. Fantastic. I cannot thank you guys enough for hanging in there and actually getting that stuff done and making those deals happen. And that brings me to Atari, because, hey, you know what? Hat tip to Atari, because, maybe they saw something in here that they really wanted. Maybe they saw some kind of advantageous thing that they can use later on. Well, good on them, because, at least the investment got made, and the boxes went out to customers, and you're going to see a lot of smiles on people's faces that own these things as they start playing it. And you know what? They're going to remember. Well, maybe some of them are going to remember, you know what? In a small bit, or maybe even a large bit, the reason why we have these things is because of Atari. And you know what? Those guys over there hanging out, they were pretty cool too. So, like, hey, maybe Atari has another cool splash thing, and you remember it, and they get their reciprocation through you interacting with Atari goodness, right? And we love Atari over here too, right? Hey, got another one of these over here, right? So that's pretty cool. And then of course, everybody here on the channel, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for the GTC, who, reigns supreme here on the channel. and giving support and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome. Man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share more content here about this thing with you guys. And I hope you guys are going to stick around and hang out with me while we do that. If there's any other news that happens in relation to updates, because I know that there were some weird stories about that, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover any more updates about like shipping and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to go away just because I have my thing. We are still going to talk about news for this thing and updates and more things and more products if they happen to come out with them. Who knows? Maybe I start collecting modules for this thing, because why not? Maybe some how-to videos, because I do plan on putting at least either an SSD or expanding the memory on this thing for some, just to put some kind of memory in it. We're going to do all those things. So I hope that you guys are going to stick around for that. And I hope you guys are all enjoy that content. Now, for now, I got to go and put this box into a car and take it home so I can do this other setup video. So right now, we're going to thank the members of the GTC one more time by name, because that's what we do at the end of every video here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions. So we're going to thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd R. Jim, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer. That's the Intellivision Gamer, I should say. Ken LeCure, Mr. Shure, John Willig, and Gunzy20, all for being members of the Good Times Club. I want to scroll right back down and say, hey, you know what, Pete? I really do hope you're right. I really hope I am going to plug this thing in, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to blow my mind. It's going to be great, because I cannot wait to do more content. And thanks again for kind of pushing me to stay the course and hold on and get this thing, because, man, what a day. And today was indeed that day. So thank you guys again for watching. And until next time, we'll catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we'll see you later. Take it easy, guys.
It's morning, everyone. Today's the day.
I just added it again. See ya.
RTSC.baconicecream.com